Bitcoin, we start with 1 hour chart. Just I want to give a quick update. First of all, if we refer to our analysis in my last video, since the price was within this move, we mentioned we don't want to see the breakout of the 32K. Any reversal from there, we can look for buy. There was opportunity to look for buy from here, but after we see this correction, this is where we should take out the trade. We shouldn't keep the trade or at least move our stop loss in the break even. I discussed about this one in my last analysis. Anyway, as we can see with the price drop and we see the breakout of the 32K, but the price couldn't break right now our line. If we put our line here, the price couldn't break the 31K. Okay, now we want to see what's the next, whether this is a correction, we can get one move up or not. Anyway, we start with daily chart. If we move to daily chart, there is no much difference in, if we refer to my last analysis, still we are within this big correction, and still we're looking for this. We want to see whether we can get one move up or not. All right, and as we can see based on daily chart, it depends how we want to read the chart. If we follow the if we don't consider the shadow, we can see the price retest the lowest price. But since we have a shadow, especially this two, still we are expecting, if we want to consider this correction is over, we need to see the price to retest the previous low. That means we need to consider about the shadow. That's why still we can put this one as a correction relative to this move based on 4 hour chart. Okay, that's why we can expect to get one move up, and I don't think the next move, even if we get, I don't think this is the one is going to break the highest price of this correction. Anyway, we want to see how we can look for trade. If we move to 4 hour chart, this is how we can look at the chart based on 4 hour chart. Still we are within this correction, and right now we're looking at this. If we get any trade setup for buy from here with the breakout of this line, which is somewhere around 34K, it can give us good indication for price to retest the 40K. Okay, but whether we should look for trade or not, still we can look put this one as a correction relative to this, because since the price haven't broke the previous low. All right, but now the only thing is any trade within this, I mean, if you could look at this correction, we consider as a short term, even if technically, even if we put this one as an internal flat, but as we can see, the last wave, the waves moving is very corrective and we cannot see the extension. That's why buying within this correction without the trade setup is not a really good idea. We have to get the trade setup, and at least we need to get the sharp move flag. And if we move to 1 hour chart, still we can put our this line as a support. All right, and even if we want to look for buy, if we put our line here based on 1 hour chart, all right, the price haven't retested 31K. That's why we cannot consider this one, this correction is finished, is over. Okay, if the price could retest the 31K, which is the previous low, and there, if there was no breakout, any reversal from there, we could look for buy. Okay, by the way, if you want, even if you wants to look for buy right now, we don't have any trade setup to look for buy. The only way is if we get a sharp move flag. If there is a continuation as a flag, we can look for trade, but as a short-term trade with the breakout of the 32K, we need to start to manage. Okay, the reason is since the price haven't break or retest the previous low, we can expect this one turn to a deeper correction and the price can give us one more drop. That's why we, the breakout or the price could tag the 31K, it can give us better confirmation for the reversal. Okay, anyway, we don't have any trade setup. Still we are within this correction. We need to know that if the price can consolidate here and give us one more drop. That's why if we want to look for trade, the only way is if we get a sharp move flag, and we need to see the breakout of the 32K. For me, still, I believe if the price can retest the 1K, any reversal from there, it can give us better trade setup to look for buy. Anyway, we don't have any trade setup. Still, we are within this correction. As I mentioned, the way the price is moving is really corrective, as we can see based on 1 hour chart. Okay, but if we get any trade setup from here from this correction, we can take the trade. The best things is if the price can tag 31K, if there was no breakout, any reversal from there as a short move flag, we can look for buy. Rather than that, we don't have any other option, unless, because just now I mentioned, if there is a continuation as a flag, even if you want to look for buy from here, without the price drop to 31K, any trade with the breakout of the 32K, we have to start to manage. At least if there is no continuation, we should keep the trade. Similar to what we get here, there was opportunity to look for buy from here, but when we see this kind of the correction, this is where we should take out the trade or move or a stop loss to break even. Okay, by the way, either for me, if I want to look for buy, either I wait for the price to give it a retest the 31K. If there is no breakout, any reversal from there, I will take the trade, or I wait for the price to confirm the breakout of this correction based on 1 hour chart. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.